Rebecca, Will, you've just finished your TEFL course.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Relieved.
Yeah.
Pretty tired. But good, but just tired.
Just tired.
Yeah,
Good, but tired.
just tired because it's pretty full on.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. Will, how are you feeling now that you've sort of crossed the finish line?
Overwhelmed with emotion. It was very difficult, but in the end it was very rewarding.
Good, yeah. We'll get into the course in a second. I just wanted to find out why you chose to come and study TEFL in the first place. So Rebecca, what was the reasoning for it?
I wanted to be able to work while I went to Prague for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this as being the best option because my options were very limited because I don't speak Czech. So I thought go in and get qualified and so it had good reviews and I thought go for it.
And you're thinking, you're going to be here for a year, is that correct?
Yeah.
So you're hoping to remain in the city?
Yeah, hopefully.
Have you seen much of the city since you've been here, or has it all been coursework and lesson plans?
No, I have. I've seen Prague Castle. I've done a beer museum tour, chocolate museum tour, ghosts and ghouls tour. Yeah.
You've done all the tours.
Yeah, and I just walked the streets of main city Prague and took photos and had lunch and things like that.
That's the best bit.
Yeah.
Just walking around.
Yeah.
Will, what was the reasoning? Because you've had like quite a different kind of type of career in the past. So where did the decision come to go into teaching possibly?
Well, back home, after I graduated college, I ended up working at a lumber mill for a couple of years, and I just thought finally maybe I would try something different.
It's the home of all great English teachers, the lumber mill.
Oh,
it's true. Yeah.
Really, that's cool. But I didn't really plan to do this because I went to a military recruiter and I was like, I want to join everything. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, you have to trim up more, so it might take you a year to do it the right way.
Yeah.
But the smart thing to do is maybe go travel, maybe teach English abroad. And I was like, teach English abroad, that sounds cool.
Well, it increases your skill set, doesn't it, massively, because you've got to travel, different employers, different kind of situation, very interpersonal kind of stuff as well as the actual teaching. Why did you choose Threshold? Was it just a Google search that happened to bring it up, or?
Well, I narrowed it down to I wanted to teach in Prague because I studied Czech history in college and it really fascinated me. But it was kind of the roll of the die, and I came on Threshold, and it was perfect. Good.
What's been the best thing from doing the course, Rebecca? What's been the thing that's really stood out to you from doing this? Because it is a tough course, and it's hard work as well, but there's lots of positives.
The teaching practice and seeing the students using what you've taught them, it's incredible. Or any age, seeing them practicing it, doing your activities, seeing them smiling and laughing with you, and just the interaction between the students and myself is just awesome.
Very satisfying. It's all about what happens in the room. Evident in your teach yesterday was just like sort of humming along, singing along nicely with all the resources and everything that you designed yourself. Will, for you, any highlights from the experience here at Threshold?
Pretty much with everything that Rebecca said.
Yeah.
The thing that was great to me was all the teacher feedback, and that really helped me grow, because if I did this online, I don't think I could really.
Can you imagine?
I don't think I could be an instructor if I did it online, but here, getting all the feedback from you guys and the guidance and the camaraderie we all have and having together, that really helps it.
Does.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like the online experience is very limited compared to what value you get here with the trainers. And were there any tricky moments? Like, was there anything that you felt like was particularly difficult for you, or anything that was kind of hard for you to adjust to?
Just the sometimes the planning could be a little bit stressful because sometimes you can have last minute changes. But we obviously had a lot of help.
Did you get better at the planning, do you think?
Yes, I think I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I got better at thinking on my feet because things don't always go to plan in the classroom. And that was definitely a challenge. But you rise up to it. And you think, okay, this is what's happened. How can I work with this?
Tell us more about some of the help that you got from the trainers when you were planning. What was that process like?
I had my own rough plan, and then I'd go to whoever, most of the time, whoever was supervising me, and say, this is my plan. What do you think? And then we would work through it together, and then the trainers would say, I don't think that's such a good idea. You think maybe you should look at doing this, or they'd say that's great, let's expand on that, or they'd say no, forget that, do this, and it just added so much things. I mean, I learned things that I didn't even think about from you and from Shamil and Tomasz. And sometimes when you just hit a brick wall, they'd say, okay, this is what we're going to do.
So you've got this planning sort of support at the beginning of the process, and then you do your lesson, and then what happens after that with sort of the interaction with the staff here? What happens after you've taught your lesson?
Oh, we pick like a fine, like a what is it?
Fine-tooth comb?
Fine-tooth
That's the term. It's a bad situation if I'm finishing your jokes.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be clean here, but the thing is it's so thorough, and for some people maybe criticism might be tough, but this is the right kind of criticism. It's not it's not personal. It's situated to where it helps us grow, and I loved it because if we didn't have this criticism, we wouldn't improve. So.
And both you guys were notable in the group for having improved so much during the course, because neither of you had really had the experience of being in this kind of space before. So it's a real acclimatization period, and plus you're also getting this feedback all the time. So looking to the future, Rebecca, you're here for the next year. That's your visa. So any plans for your future now that you're TEFL qualified and can teach?
I'm hoping to go and work either at a primary school or in a kindergarten.
Brilliant.
Whatever they can offer me, like a learning assistant, or a teacher who comes in and takes the English as a second language class for the morning or something. And I'm also planning on taking on doing one-on-one tutoring.
Excellent. Yeah, which is part of the course as well, because you do a one-on-one sort of focus, don't you, in this sort of procedure?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of my goal.
Excellent. So a variety of stuff coming up then?
Yeah, definitely.
Will, you're thinking of staying here as well, isn't that right?
Yes, I'm currently going through the visa process and trying to find a flat, but I am definitely determined to work here in Prague, even if I have to lay low in Ireland for a couple of months. Or Croatia.
Croatia, we're one and the same. Guys, it's been a real pleasure having you on the course, and thank you for all your comments. So let's leave it there.
Same to you.
Thank you.